Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Hey guys, Vernon Kid, back again with some more fights for you guys. This is section 20 of my fantasy fights. This fight comes from my sis Galactusgirl, so let's get it started with ManBat versus Lykos, aka Sauron. Yeah, so we have ManBat versus Sauron. We have two individuals who can fly. So let's get started, shall we? We'll start with ManBat, guys. We all should know ManBat. ManBat is pretty much an example of kind of just in a similarity of what Kurt Connors is. Science gone bad, pretty much. Basically, as you all know, Dr. Kurt Langstrom was very dedicated. He was a dedicated geneticist, and you know, he was on the track of finding some very pretty much interesting research. And it was because of his obsession, as you know, it started to lose touch with his family. But he worked on a serum to overcome like deafness using like bat DNA, if I remember correctly. And pretty much he had no funds to like test it on, get F.F.D, approval and things like that, all the approval needed. So the best thing he did was use it on himself. And you all know the story from there. And pretty much he accidentally turned himself into a humanoid man-sized bat. Now, having said that, as ManBat Langstrom, he possesses pretty much all the abilities of the bat. So the echolocation, things like that, fangs, talons, ability to fly, all that, but enhanced strength, agility, speed, reflexes. Like I said, the razor sharp claws. His wings are like a real bat's. Like it's pretty much they're not just on his arms. They're attached to his hip. And he flies at great speeds. His skin is super tough. I remember that he took a fall and crashed through some objects, and he got back up like it was nothing. There are times when Bruce faces ManBat, he knows he's in for a fight, and he has to be on his A game, especially with the ManBat. Even now, the serum has been upgraded, and his skin is so super tough now. Syringes don't even penetrate it anymore. So, but ManBat is a threat, no doubt about it. And honestly, guys, I'll be seriously. Here's a character I would like to see brought to the big screen. I would like to see them pull that off. That's just me. So we move on to ManBat's combatant in this, and that is none other than Mr. Lykos, aka Sauron. As y'all know, Sauron, excuse me, Sauron first appeared in X-Men number 59. And here's the thing about Sauron that may be kind of interesting. How did Lykos become this kind of were pterodactyl creature, pretty much. Well, he was bitten by a mutant pterodon. That's pretty much it. Think werewolf, but instead of a wolf, it was a pterodon. And pretty much from there, he discovered during his recovery, Carl discovered that he's able to drain the life force out of, organic, organic creatures and things like that. And but however, if he drains it from mutant, he turns into the creature that you see before you now. So he's pretty much like a vampire, a pterodon-like vampire creature. And he is very intelligent, very powerful too. With his absorbing powers, as I just said, he can drain the, the life force from, humans, but mutants, he becomes that. We've seen it in various cartoons where he's done it, and he was like, "Oh no, it's mutant energy," and he just turns into Sauron lives, something like that. Now, when he's Sauron, he is superhumanly strong. He can fly extremely fast. He has, of course, his beak is a weapon, and his talons, and of course, he can hypnotize you with direct eye contact. He needs to be directly in eye contact of you. It can't be like you're just willy-nilly. He has to be directly in your sight to get hypnotized, and it's very powerful, to the point where he can just change you and make you be one of his allies. He's a threat. He's very much a threat, and he's a character you must take very seriously. Whenever the X-Men face Sauron, they take him very seriously. They don't joke around with him because they know he's dangerous. He's very dangerous. Sauron, Carl Lykos, in a sense, is dangerous to himself because of, he needs the energy just to almost to live. Like I said, he's like a vampire. But Sauron is just a bigger threat, and he's no joke. No joke at all. So let's move on to the battle breakdown between these two individuals. Alright, so we have the Bat versus the Pterodon, or however you want to classify this fight. I can see this being a very interesting aerial battle. Very much. Both individuals can fly at very high speeds. They each have razor sharp claws and talons and beaks and all the attributes of their native animal that they are. But however, you also got to look at from the perspective of the intelligence factor as well, of who is more intelligent in their form. Langstrom in the ManBat form, or Lykos when he's Sauron. You got to also look at it from that. Also got to put in the factor, if Sauron is able to make direct eye contact with ManBat and uses his hypnotic gaze, could he control ManBat? Does ManBat have the will to break free? Things like that. But bottom line, it's going to be a battle of a very, very powerful aerial battle. And personally to me, if I kind of want to say maybe a slight edge to Sauron, because of the intelligence factor, because of this and that, we've seen ManBat be intelligent at times, but sometimes they just have him be, you know, the mutated humanoid bat. But I leave it up to you guys. ManBat from DC Comics, Mr. Kurt Langstrom, or Sauron from Marvel Comics, aka Carl Lykos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. Show some love and respect to my sis Galactusgirl for this. I enjoyed this very much, and I will move on to the next fight, which it's from Mage Grey Wolf, and it puts Hardware versus Jim Rhodes War Machine. So I will see you guys then, and you guys know the slogan: battle on, people.